y'all?
Hi, everybody.
I'm Ken.
And I am Nye.
And welcome to the
Rainbow Room. Okay, so we are so happy to be back in front of the camera, talking to you guys. And without further ado, we're going to jump right on in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. Okay, so our first segment of the day is Real Talk. We are just going to talk about a couple of films or shows that we have watched recently that we suggest that you guys go see.
Yeah. The show that I want to talk about is The Jackal on Peacock. I'm going to put it up on the screen, okay? I absolutely love this show. I binged watched it all over our winter break, okay? It's full of action. It's centered around this sniper and this like CIA or FBI agent, okay, that's after him. And he's a sniper for hire, and he's just extremely talented. The story was well done. If you're into action, if you're into drama, if you're into kind of like that military, CIA, FBI type show, I would highly recommend The Jackal. It's my favorite show. She hasn't watched it. I don't know why. Why have you not watched it? It's fantastic.
My shows, Grey's.
Yeah,
things
the
like
Greys,
that.
Yeah, but go check it out.
I'm definitely going to check it out for sure.
I don't believe her. I really don't. All right.
Okay, so I have a movie today for you guys. And the movie that I'm going to be talking about is Speak No Evil. So after doing a little bit of research, I found out that this was a remake of a Dutch movie, if I'm correct, that was put out in 2022.
Oh.
And maybe I'm getting the years incorrect, but I do know that it is a remake of this Dutch movie.
Okay.
And basically it is like a psychological thriller horror film. You've seen it.
Yeah. I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah, and it basically is centered around this family. They are vacationing somewhere in Europe. And while they are on vacation, they meet this other family. They really hit it off while they're at this resort. And the family that they meet ends up inviting them back to their farmhouse in like the Italian countryside or whatever. Yeah. And long story short.
No spoilers, baby.
Yeah, no spoilers, but they accept the invitation and It gets crazy. And the story is really centered around what these people do in their background. They do have a disabled child, and he is not able to speak. And yeah, it's a great movie. I highly recommend. If you guys have seen like Split or what else was he in?
He was in Split. He was in, is it called Mirror or Glass?
Yeah,
right?
So
Glass.
I think his name is James McAvoy. Maybe.
And Split, the guy, the monster, I guess.
Yeah, literally. I think that was
like
his name in the film.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend. I think you guys should go watch it. It is very much like, oh my god, oh my god. Like we were on the edge of our seats.
Yeah.
A little bit unsettling, but like in a good way. Like I like a movie that's a little bit unsettling.
Okay.
I like a little that was kind of crazy.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Definitely might need a palate cleanser afterwards.
Yeah, don't watch it at night if you have nightmares.
Yeah. But highly recommend if you have not seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So are we ready to move to our next segment?
Let's do it. All right, y'all. So our next segment is Bookworm. All right, y'all. So the first book we want to talk about is called House of Crimson Hearts. I think a lot of you may have heard of this series. I heard about it on social media. I just finished the first book, right? It is a series. I haven't read the other books, but it was very good. If you're into like vampires, lesbian, erotica, thriller, mystery situation, this book would be great. I really enjoyed it. If you haven't read it, you should go check it out. And I'm sure the whole series is probably great. I just haven't gotten a chance to read it. So I highly recommend this book. It's very good. You should read it too. I actually bought her the book, so let's see if she reads it.
I will. I definitely will. All right. So the book that I Wanted to recommend. It's not a lesbian book, but it is a great book nonetheless. It is Verity by Colleen Hoover. This book was pretty popular, I would say maybe last year, and I just got around to reading it a couple months ago. But it was one of my favorite reads of the year, I would say. It is very much like mystery thriller, and it is centered around this writer. She is basically like a broken, struggling writer, honestly, and she's invited to complete the remaining part of this book series that was put on by this bestseller. And she is eventually brought into the house of the author, and the author is this paralyzed woman, and she lives with her husband and their son. And it is very much a thriller, romance, drama, tension. Like, I'm a little bit stressed out, but like I'm a little bit into it, you know? Yeah. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. I would say it's not the fastest paced book, but it is a good like mystery, and you're like constantly wondering what's going on. I know that it does jump back and forth through different point of views and like the journal of the paralyzed woman, so you're kind of seeing into her brain even though she can't communicate. And it is just, honestly, it is a 10 out of 10, and I think you should read it.
I should, and I will.
Yeah,
check it out.
Like, have to read it. It's real good. Okay, so we're gonna move along to our next segment, which is called Listen Up. Okay, so this is the segment where we talk about music that we've been obsessed with recently.
Yeah.
And I
highly recommend.
Yeah, like highly, highly recommend. And the artist that I chose for this week was the one and only Haley Knox.
She put me on.
She is fantastic.
Amazing. So talented.
I would say she's like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Like R&B, soul, pop, indie, like she gives the girls a little bit of everything. And I highly recommend. So the songs that I recommend that you listen to first, I have 3. The first would be Charismatic.
So good.
I'm obsessed with that song. Like, I don't know, I feel like she gets me, you know, like I'm really obsessed with that song. 11th Hour and Available for Me. Her voice is like transcendent.
Yes.
It is so beautiful. And she's just so incredibly talented. I know she produces her own music, and just go give her a follow and like check her out, Instagram, please. Like, she's just so incredibly talented, and I can't wait for her to like blow up. Yeah, honestly, because she's fabulous. She's that girl. Yeah. She's that girl. Okay, do you have an artist?
All right, and so the artist I want to talk about is Party Next Door. We are both huge Party fans. All right, and so the album, honestly, that really got me was his last one. So Party Next Door 4. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. We saw him on tour. Y'all know, if y'all seen on social media, he be acting a little shy, like he don't want to be there. But we still was happy to see him, you know what I'm saying? And he ate it up still. So
can we just go off on a little bit of a tangent here? Because it's just really great, and I feel so lucky and grateful to be able to experience artists like in real time, you know, and like going to a concert or a music venue and just experiencing that live music. It just really does something to you, because it's one thing hearing what they have produced and crafted, you know, and really put all this time and effort into, but like seeing that live is just like
with the band,
like it's just like another level of like intimacy, I feel like, that you have with that artist. And so I hope that you guys are able to experience whoever you listen to in real time and go to a concert. Like, I hope that you guys are able to experience that at least once in your life, because it really is like a great time. It's a great time. And and why not support the artists that you love? You know, and sometimes you even get to talk to them. I know at the Black Odyssey concert, I got to talk to a couple of the openers that were there, and it's just a great time. Honestly. So Highly recommend, highly recommend. And we're going to move on to our next segment.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, y'all. So our next segment is called the Rainbow Report.
Yes. So
take us away, baby.
In this segment, we talk about pop culture. It's just basically a summary of what's going on, what we've seen has been popping off on social media, and just our thoughts about it.
Yeah.
So, what I want to talk about this week is hairstylists. Honestly, my For You page has been full of hairstylist horror stories. And this has definitely been a thing that's been going on for a while. Like, you know, everybody knows that there are hairstylists out there where it's just not a good experience. And I have had my fair share of hairstylists. For example, one time I went to go get my hair done. I drove about an hour away. Actually, you came with me.
I did.
We went about an hour away for me to go get my hair done. And it wasn't a fine experience. I mean, the hairstylist, first of all, she was an hour late. It was at her apartment. She told me to bring, not only supply the hair, which is fine. I don't have any problem with that. But she told me last minute that she didn't have any of her braiding gel. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just get you some. She had me go to 2 different hair stores to try to find this braiding gel and gave me a little bit of pushback when I told her neither of the stores had the braiding gel.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just going to get this one. It's going to be fine. Like, I know it works on my hair. So she's like, okay, whatever. I get there. It's fine. She does not do the style that I asked for.
Yeah.
I was very, very unhappy because I had a trip that I was going on and my hair was not what I asked for at all. And then about a month later, I get a text from this girl and she's asking me if I can send her, what was it, $30?
She asked for like $30.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. It'd been months.
Yeah, she had asked me for about $30. She said somebody came in her crib and
robbed her.
Yeah, and
something?
robbed her for her light
cash,
bill.
Her cash.
And she asked me to cash out her $30.
And she would pay her back after her client that day. But like, first of all,
or just get a free service. Baby girl, I'm not coming back. It's not happening.
That was crazy.
The audacity.
Was like, what do you had no one else to text but one of your very old clients?
Yeah,
for $30.
Like literally was not even happy with the service. Like, and you had an attitude, and you kept my braiding gel. Like, I just have so many things that
and she didn't get a discount.
Yeah, and I didn't get a discount, and she was late, and I had already driven an hour, so we was just sitting outside. Yeah. Like, it was just a hot mess. And honestly, basically the discourse that's been going on has just been about these trifling hairstylists. Like, ladies not giving a refund if they don't do the service correctly, or just not doing the service at all. Like, this girl got on TikTok. Oh my God, babe. I saw this girl on TikTok. She showed the picture of what she wanted. It was this cute bob. Like, the bob was eating this cute bob, right? She texts the girl, oh, can I have this bob? She's like, yes. She comes. She already has her hair braided down. Right. She don't got to worry about it. Mind you, she told her to come with her hair braided down. Right. You know, which I just feel like if I'm coming for a service, why are you not doing part of the service? Anyways, she comes with her hair braided down. Basically, the girl is like a celebrity hairstylist or whatever. Okay. She's in there. She's like, I'm not doing your hair. I don't like your braid down. The braid down was super flat. And the girl was like crying. She was crying and she didn't want to do her hair. And I was like, wait, so like you're crying, she won't give you your money back, she's not doing your hair. And she said the hairstylist cussed her out.
Wait, who was crying? The girl who came was crying because the hairstylist said she didn't like her
braid down and she wasn't going to do her hair. And the girl was crying because she was like, I got to go to a funeral tomorrow. Yeah. And I need my hair done, basically. And it was just a hot mess. Awful. And so basically the hairstylist had one of her kids do her hair for her. And it looked a hot ass mess. Oh. And the bob was not eating.
One of the kids?
The kids. She said it was teenagers.
She paid full price?
She paid full price.
No.
She paid more, actually. She paid more than she was because the girl was running a special, but because she didn't like her braid down, she was like, I'm not braiding your hair for this special. So she was like, I'm going to pay you full price. And she paid full price. And the bop was not eating. And I feel bad.
No, see, that's when you go buy one of them $30 wigs from the hair store and plop one of them nice little hats on and call it a day.
But she was going to a funeral.
She could get a nice little funeral hat.
She could have got a headband wig. I've had to struggle my way through those. Because, like, I wanted to know what she was gonna do because I really felt really bad.
Like one of them nice little.
But other than that's just one story.
Yeah.
I've heard so many horror stories. Hairstylists just ghosting, not showing up. Just being awful and trifling. Yes, unprofessional. I've been a hairstylist. Oh my gosh, I've been a hairstylist. They baby was crying. They was fighting with their baby daddy right in front of me. I'm sitting there. They asking me to hold the baby and hold Miss and turn on Miss Rachel for the baby.
It's a lot. It's too much, and it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money. It's expensive
to be in somebody's basement.
Yeah,
and you're charging me $400. Yeah. Honestly, which is why I started doing my own hair.
Yeah.
And which is why I cut my hair.
Yeah.
But before that, I was doing my own hair because I had to just learn because I just was tired. Yeah. And it's trifling and it's terrible. And I know the girls out there, I know y'all all, understand.
Yeah.
And I know that you have had your fair share of barbers and hairstylists and locticians who just don't do it. Like, what's going on?
I feel like I haven't had as bad as experience as you. The barbers be pretty straightforward. Either they can do the fade or they cannot do the fade.
Do you think?
Yes, I have been flirted with.
Yeah.
Like I used to have short hair like Nyes, right? And I used to get my little lineups and my taper, right? And usually I would go to male barbers, right? And yeah, they would flirt with me. I feel like, again, I used to be a little more femme. I used to be femme, and I've gotten more mask, I would say. And I would say more men have flirted with me as mask presenting than when I was femme, which is kind of a little weird. I told you what I was told. I had gone to Taco Bell the other day, right? I'm getting my nacho grande and my whatever I was getting, right? And mind you, y'all, I'm dressed. I'm wearing sweats. I'm wearing my little wife beater or whatever. I got my hair tied up in a do-rag. I'm looking like a young boy, okay?
A young man.
And I pull up to the window, and the guy looks at me, right? The guy at the window looks at me. He looking. He say, I know you wrapped up like a young nigga right now, but you fine. And he holding my food hostage. He holding my food hostage, telling me how fine I look wrapped up like a young nigga. Literally, I've never heard anybody tell me I'm wrapped up like a nigga. Like, it was just, the wording was weird. Yeah. He holding my food hostage. I'm over there like, ha. Yeah, I'm reaching through the window at this point, trying to grab it. He keeping it away, trying to get my number. And it ended in me being like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Let me get the food. I had to get it. And so then I went and I pulled off. But it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Can't even get a taco.
Yeah. Can't even get a taco. Can't even get a haircut. Can't even get your hair braided. Can't even do nothing. Can't do nothing in peace. There is no peace. There's no justice.
It's bad. So I don't know what that's all
hard
about.
out here, y'all.
Yeah,
it's
hard.
Like, it's hard. Either way, it's hard. Oh my God, I've been followed from the grocery store. Yeah. Like it's hard out here. I don't know. Anyways, let's move to our next segment.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's hop right into our next segment. What's it called?
Thread hopping. And this is one of our favorites.
This is my favorite just because I love Reddit and I love listening to people read Reddit stories and hearing what they have to say. So this is my favorite segment.
Yeah, we love Reddit. Mm-hmm. Honestly, we've been listening to like Reddit podcasts for so long. Yeah. And we were ready to dip our toes into the pool. So here we are.
Also, if you hear somebody snoring, because she's snoring loud. It's our dog.
Yes.
She's snoring really loud. And so
there's nothing we can do. Yeah. Honestly, she's looking real peaceful right now. So we're sorry.
You hear her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. So, disclaimer. All right, so the first Reddit story we're going to be talking about is titled, Am I the Asshole for Having Smex with My Lesbian Roommate When I Identify as Straight?
Oh, brother.
Here we go. This is from OP. Okay, throw away because I feel ashamed and am so guilty. Me, female 30. My flatmate is female 25 and is a lesbian. I identify as straight because I get turned on by men. My flatmate is very free and she says that she has a high libido. Anyway, one night we had some wine and she ended up going down on me.
Ooh.
I didn't do anything in return and she didn't ask either. Now it happens on the regular almost
Ooh.
every night. I don't do anything on her, but she does. She is always the initiator, and since I don't get turned on by women, she puts on hetero porn. She says I turn her on, and honestly, she gives me the strongest orgasms. Last night, we had a party at our place, and one of the guests, female 30, got very upset and disgusted by me when she found out about our arrangement. She called me an a-hole and that I'm using my flatmate. I was taken aback and very distraught because taking advantage of people is the last thing I want to do. This woman is a lesbian and she is something, and she said this is something straight women often do. Use them and take advantage of them. I have been crying since last night.
I'm laughing because I'm like flabbergasted right now.
I've got to.
Let's hear it.
Honestly, it depends on their arrangement. I mean, if her roommate knows that she's straight, right? If her roommate knows that she's straight, she's told her roommate, like if she's told her flatmate that she's straight,
yes,
and she'll never get with her into a relationship, then to me, that's on the roommate if she keeps wanting to fuck and that she enjoys the fucking. Now, she's making me question her sexuality kind of because she's saying she doesn't get turned on by women, but she's letting her give her oral sex. Now, but I guess she is saying she's looking at hetero porn, so she's imagining maybe she's a man, but it is very messy. But at the end of the day, to me... But
she gives her the best orgasms ever, of her life ever.
Right. But maybe she's saying, compared to the men she's been with, this woman, her skill level is top tier. Okay?
Her best
eater.
So,
to me, I don't think she's the asshole. If she has made it clear to the roommate that she is straight and the roommate's like, that's fine, I just want to eat pussy. I just want to eat some pussy. You know what I'm saying? As long as she's made it clear, I don't think she's the asshole personally.
Okay. Well, the jury has spoken.
What do you think?
I think it's messy.
It is oh yes, it is messy.
I don't know. I think it's messy. I don't know what I think, y'all.
You don't know what you think?
Yeah,
okay.
Like this situation is stressing me out.
Do you think
I do not think she's the asshole. I do think she maybe has to maybe think about something.
Yeah, because it's just okay, for me, I say I'm a lesbian. I could never just watch lesbian porn and let a man go down on me. I wouldn't be able to ignore the facts here.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. No amount of distraction could make me be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I hate to say I question her sexuality, but it's kind of, that's very strange.
Yeah.
And why does she even want to do that with her roommate? You know?
Every night?
Like every night? That's a little strange. That's strange. Like, okay,
every night,
y'all get drunk and it happens once a month or something, but at this point, it's every night. They're practically.
And now I have a question because she said the first night that they had wine, are they having wine and having sex
Are
every
they still
night?
having wine, or is she good?
Did she answer this?
Okay, so here's a comment. Someone said, as long as you're honest with each other and no one gets hurt, I guess there's no harm in a little fun. OP says, we are totally honest, and she gets off being in control and to schmuck a straight woman. So this sounds like a little kinky for the flatmate.
It sounds
like a kink for the flatmate.
Which, can we talk about that first?
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Okay.
Because from last week's episode,
okay,
we were talking about the bisexual woman during our rainbow report. We were talking
last
about
week.
Yes,
Go
we were
check it out.
talking about our the bisexual woman who broke up with the lesbian, and a big reason was because she can't
want to have kids.
Yeah,
she doesn't want to have. Well, she wants to have kids that are 50-50.
Right.
Which is impossible in a lesbian relationship.
Exactly. So,
well, not
now,
50-50
DNA.
DNA. 50-50 DNA. Not
Right. So, we dissected that all last week, so you should probably go listen if you don't know what we're talking about. But the other side of that was the lesbian.
Yes.
Let's talk about the lesbian, because she has been in a few relationships where it's giving weird kind of dynamic when it comes to, and I think there's a lot of weird things within the lesbian community when it comes to a certain group of lesbians who go after straight women.
People have a kink for turning women out. So some lesbians.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
Well, for me, it's just all about communication. It's all about communication. So, like, if the person that, let's say, has never been with a woman tells the other person, hey, I've never been with a woman and I want to, I think I may be bisexual or lesbian, and I really like you a lot. Let's go on a date. Let's try things out. I'm a baby, whatever. I'm baby gay, as people call it. I'm new to this. Maybe they're scared or whatever. They communicate their feelings. Tell them, you this is their first time, and that, to me, that's okay. They communicated that. Now, if you're referring to the lesbian who has had experience and is like having like chronically going after straight women, at that point it's like, well, are they just so happening to come to them? Are they just so happening to attract straight women, and then it just so happens that the people they fall for, they later find out down the line are actually maybe straight? I don't know.
I think my thing
I lost it.
Yeah, I think my thing is, I feel like it's a bit predatory for
like, are they intentionally
go after straight women. I feel in my spirit that it's just a tinge bit predatory.
Okay.
Honestly, because it's like, why are you so intended on turning women out instead of just finding another one that is interested?
Yeah.
It just seems a little weird, honestly, in my opinion. Maybe that's me being judgy.
And I know some women, they want to be the first. They want to be the first woman that someone's been with, maybe,
Right, but it's like, at the end of the day, if they're straight, they'll never pick you.
Right.
Like, if they're really, truly straight, like this woman is saying she's straight, she's saying she's straight. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, she's never gonna pick you.
Yeah.
It's weird. I just think it's weird, honestly. Maybe predatory was too strong of a word.
Yeah.
But I do think it's a little strange.
Yeah.
In this situation, I feel like they need to talk about it. And she needs to maybe unpack some things. Because the fact that they are having sexual relations every night
and unintoxicated, they're no longer intoxicated probably anymore. It's like, okay, you're saying you're straight, but like, don't you got a man's? Are they turning on the porn every time
or
something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she's single and straight and she wants to have sex, well, why doesn't she just she could probably go find a man?
Which is why I think in the comments that they're kind of arguing that she's taking advantage of her because she'll never pick her, but she's using her for sex.
Right. But she said the flatmate has a kink for smexing straight women. She wants to smex straight women.
Yes.
So it really can't be her fault to me.
Okay.
She has a kink.
Do we want to read some of the comments?
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's any using going on, your flatmate is using you as a sex doll. If you're both having fun and it's consensual, then that other biatch needs to shut her mouth. She sounds jealous AF. OP says, yeah, she even used that exact word. I'm her sex doll. I asked her what she got from it. F it. Have fun. No one died. Sounds like a win in my book.
I mean, yeah.
As long as something we talked about.
If y'all are, I just feel like if they're both good with it, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's y'all business. I don't really give a fuck at the end of the day. Like, it's y'all business.
Yeah.
So
here's another one. Straight people don't enjoy gay sex. I'm tired of reading posts from straight people who have occasionally same-sex hookups, but insist they are heterosexual. You're a little gay sometimes? Just effing own it. It's fine. You sound ridiculous. I can't understand being so effing insecure about possibly being a little bit bi, then you manage to convince yourself that getting head from other guys or letting your lesbian roommate go down on you sometimes doesn't in any way compromise your claims to straightness. Let it go.
I personally, I think it's harsh and brutal, but I agree.
Yeah, and then someone commented that agreed. Sexual attraction isn't black and white.
And it's nothing wrong with being a little gay. It's nothing wrong with being gay, baby. It's nothing wrong with being gay.
Yeah.
You can't be a little gay.
But then this takes you to some people, some women, I know some women who like to kiss girls. They like to kiss girls. They like getting a little, blurring a few lines, but they know that they never want their person that they are going to marry to be a woman. They want it to be a man. So then in that case, it's like, oh, I could say I'm bisexual, but it's like they want to be with a man though. So what do you say then when they know that? Well, they're saying that they know they want to be with a man.
So you're saying bi women who say that they're bi, but they would only marry a man.
Right, they would only marry a man. And that is, that's a big case.
Yeah,
they'll date for a little bit or, blur the lines, like I said before, do a little smooching with the friends. But at the end of the day, they say they know they only want to be with a man, and so
Which
they
then
still
goes
refer to themselves as bisexual?
say, like, are you, like, abusing that word,
Which one?
Bisexual. Being bisexual, if you but then it's like, is being bisexual just the attraction to
right it's,
a man and a woman?
Right, that is, yeah.
I think sexuality is so interesting.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I don't feel qualified enough to answer
Me
that
neither.
question. So
I don't.
So honestly, everybody do whatever the fuck you want and communicate. Yes. Communicate.
Yeah.
Literally do whatever the hell you want. Like, I don't know. And I have had people that I used to be friends with who have told me that before. That like, I'm bi, but like, I will never ever marry a woman. Yeah. And it's like, damn.
It's like, damn.
Yeah. Okay.
It just hurt my feelings.
Yeah. Like, damn.
Yeah.
But
because it's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's like you don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
You don't take that person serious, in my opinion.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's why you just.
But
need
at
to
the end of the day,
communicate.
and at the end of the day, everybody has their preferences.
Yes.
And you can't knock somebody for that shit.
Right.
So, I don't know what the answer is, you guys. But
I said not the asshole at the moment. The way she was talking, she communicated to her that she was straight.
Yeah.
The roommate says she's got a straight kink. So,
yeah. Okay.
Keep on fluffing.
Yeah, keep on doing whatever the hell you are doing, okay? And just talk about it. Stop crying, baby girl. It's gonna be okay.
Wah! Wah! Let us know in the comments what y'all think. While baby girl's pulling up her Reddit story, let us know, is she the asshole? Are you like her? Have you, what's your story?
Yeah, what
are
is
y'all
your story?
into? You know what
Can
I'm
y'all
saying?
talk about the dialogue? Like, I want to talk to y'all in the comments because I want to know.
Yeah.
Like, this is an open discussion.
Let
and
us
I want to know what y'all think.
We're just regular degglers.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, this is a no judgment zone.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want as long as you're, communicating like a healthy adult, and everything is consensual.
Yeah.
Yes. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But I found my story.
Let's do it.
And mine has an update, you guys. Am I the asshole for telling our family and friends that my best friend has herpes because she outed me as a lesbian? Okay, so there are some trigger warnings for homophobia, death threats, threats of violence, and medical risk to an infant. So if that is too much, please
Skip.
please skip.
We'll give you a few seconds.
And okay. Also, there is a mood spoiler. It's sad, but OP will be okay. So, y'all will be good, okay?
Okay, yeah.
All right. So, this was posted in August of 2024. I, 25 female, and my best friend Emma, female 26, have been best friends since elementary school. And honestly, I have thought of her as a sister. We tell each other everything. We went to the same college. And even though we have 2 different jobs, we work in the same area. Emma was my rock for years as I battled self-hate and depression due to growing up in a small conservative town as not only a person of color, but a closeted lesbian. Emma did not know I was a lesbian, just knew I wasn't happy. Never staying in long relationships, self-isolation, and later I developed anorexia. Emma was the one who suggested we go to an out-of-state college and later suggested we move out of state too. I've gotten much better since then, and for that, I genuinely thank her. Though, about 2 years ago, Emma contracted herpes from some guy she slept with, and it has been very hard for her to land a boyfriend since then, and it's made her very lonely. She hasn't told her family or friends about it because she doesn't want to be seen as gross. Due to this, I haven't really put myself in the dating field and have put off coming out. Though about 6 months ago, I met this girl at a craft store. Long curly hair, dressed in all black with big eyeliner and ruby lipstick. I couldn't stop staring at her, and I admit, when she smiled at me, I kind of followed her around the store. I know, creepy. I eventually worked up the courage to ask her for her number, and she gave it to me. I was so excited. I started texting her that night, and since then, we've been hanging out a ton, and I think she likes me back. I was going to ask her out, but since I live with Emma, I decided I should come out since I will be bringing her around if the girl says yes. So after work, I sat her down and I told her I was a lesbian. I said all the anguish I went through growing up was because of my self-hate. How I wish I could have told her earlier, but I could have never found the right time. But now I was in love with someone I felt like I should tell her. In love? Already? Wait.
You know we move fast.
How long was this?
You halls. That's what they call us. You know you can't be talking.
Okay. Anyways. That she was the only person I trusted with this, the one person I trusted with this information. She just stared at me, shocked for a few seconds, and her face turned from shocked to disgust. She jumped back and accused me of being a pervert and how I was gross from being around her so much, knowing I was gay. I'm sorry, I didn't read all this, y'all. Even mentioning how she's gotten changed around me and how I'm no better than some creepy man. I tried explaining it. I had no romantic feelings for her, and I honestly had a crush on somebody else. She wouldn't buy it and locked herself in her room. Later, my phone started ringing off the hook, and to my surprise, it was tons of messages from my family in our friend group, either calling me homophobic slurs or asking if it was true that I liked Emma.
What?
This bitch. My mother even called to scream at me a few times, and apparently I'm disowned. Oh my God, this is too much. I started banging on the door, and I told her, why the hell would she out me to everyone? And she just started calling me a pervert again. So I was like, oh, okay, fine. You want to play? Fine. And I had a pic of her diagnosis, and I sent it to her parents and our friend group. According to the only friend who didn't crap on me, people are talking more about Emma than me because she still shares stuff even though she has herpes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Now they are grossed out and accusing her of trying to infect them with her diseases along with some slut shaming. Now I am looking for a new apartment, and I'm still planning to ask the girl out this week. But I was told by Emma's parents that I ruined her reputation and labeled her as a dirty hoe. I feel bad, but I feel like she deserved it. Though I know that a disease and sexuality are two different things, I'm wondering if I was really wrong to do that. Y'all.
She didn't know her friend was homophobic. They never talked about queer things. She never brought up a gay couple or a lesbian couple and seen how she reacted. Her friend sounds like she's extremely homophobic. She's never said anything off.
That's so...
Regardless, of course, they're both in the wrong. Neither one is right, of course. Her friend had no right to out her to her family, and then it sounds like her family is also homophobic. And she had no right to share her diagnosis with her friends and family. She shouldn't have done that. That's good she's moving out to me. That's good she's moving out. But everything's screwed now. Who knows what her relationship will be like with her family now, if she'll even be able to rekindle the relationships. If she even runs to after being called slurs, it sounds like. It sounds like she's really going to have to completely uproot her life and I mean, at least she got her girl. She's taken on a date, so hopefully that works out. But, I mean, it sounds awful. Her whole family, it sounds like now, was in upheaval. Sounds like she's lost friends. And then, yeah, that's rough. That's bad.
That's real bad.
It's a bad situation. That's awful.
So, we have a couple edits.
Okay.
Edit number 1. Since some had asked, I'll make another edit tomorrow, but I'm asking her out tonight. I made reservation at this nice Thai place she's been wanting to try. Then I'm going to take her to the boardwalk and ask her out as to not put her on the spot in front of a bunch of people. See y'all then. Hope it goes well. I hope it goes well for her too, but I would have postponed the date. I would have needed some time to gather myself after all of that, personally. But we have another edit.
Okay.
Edit number 2, a few hours later. I'm about to go pick up Ruby. A commenter has been calling my crush Ruby, and I think that's pretty cute. So I think that's gonna be what I refer to her as.
Okay.
Anyway, for some context, since it was asked, Emma is staying with a family friend who lives around here because her parents don't want us fighting. My lease is up soon, and hopefully I've locked down something by then. At least I'll be able to be alone now. Anyways, wish me luck. I feel like she was dead ass wrong for outing her.
Yeah.
That shit was dead ass wrong. She's homophobic as hell. And honestly, I do not blame OP for blasting her. I am not above that. Honestly, because I just feel like I have become a person that is you pick your battles, but sometimes it really is giving crash out. Sometimes it's giving eye for an eye. And I will admit, sometimes you got to do that shit.
Yeah.
And was it right? No.
Mm-hmm.
Am I mad at her? No.
Mm-hmm.
And as for her friend sharing her stuff with people, when she knows that she has a contracted disease, y'all, I am not here to shame anybody for any diseases or anything like that, but you're dead ass wrong for that too. I want you to know you're dead ass wrong for that too, and that's not okay. So, and you're homophobic.
Ooh. Wait, why did she out her? Oh, just because she told her.
Because she told her.
Just because she told
The
her.
one person that she decided that she was going to tell.
Yeah.
And felt safe enough around to tell.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let's read some comments.
Let's read some comments. Okay. Do you think I'm wrong for saying that?
Well, everyone has their own opinion.
Okay. All right. So one comment says, everyone sucks here, but you less than others. Emma is the asshole for outing you, and Emma's family are assholes for saying contracting herpes makes her a dirty hoe. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's not right. That is not right.
It's awful.
You retaliated against Emma in a way that you knew would hurt her, which is perfectly understandable, but she blew up your life, though, and that's not fair at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I agree. Honestly, I wholeheartedly agree with this comment.
Mm-hmm.
I know you'll be okay. Hearing slurs from your family and friends is terrible, and I'm so sorry that happened, but they're revealing themselves as assholes. Cut them off, baby girl. Cut them off. Cut them off.
Yeah.
And honestly, I hope you and Ruby get together, and Ruby is as kind and gentle with you as you need in this time of your life. Coming out can be really difficult, especially when
you have no support.
You have zero support from anyone. And I wish you the best.
Yeah.
Okay, OP responds to that saying, honestly, it was a pretty surreal experience. I thought maybe they'd be mad, but completely disowning me. I'm happy I came out after my parents paid for my college because just wow. Yeah. Yes, get that check, baby. Get that check and leave.
That's near the education.
Honestly, I feel like I stooped down to her level by doing so, and it kind of made me feel like I was deserving of the hate and that I didn't deserve to be able to come out. Though I'm going to try to push through these thoughts and have a successful relationship. Thank you so much for your kind words. That makes me sad. Try to get some therapy. Honestly.
Both of them.
Like really get some therapy because that's so sad.
Yeah.
Like you're not deserving of hate just because you stooped to her level. She did that shit first. So honestly, and it's terrible. But at least you know that these people don't need to be in your life anymore. You got your education and you can now move to your chosen family. And build that. Yeah. So I'm so sorry.
Okay. Hopefully everyone can heal though, from this situation. I don't know. It's a rough situation.
Yeah. And then this is a reply from OP. It's a reply to a homophobic comment that we are not going to be reading because it was really heavily downvoted and it was really terrible. But OP, you will understand the context by OP's response. Okay, so OP's response says, I didn't see her romantically and I was in the closet. There literally was no reason for me to be weird about it. I stated that she was essentially my sister. I'd never think of her that way. Just because I'm gay doesn't mean I'm going to be attracted to every woman. Plus, lesbians still use locker rooms with straight women and legit nothing happens. You make no sense. Also, I didn't deliberately get into nothing. My parents were harassing me about not dating boys, so when a boy asked me out, I just said yes but broke up with them because I didn't want to be leading them on. It's not about keeping appearances. It was about safety. The things that were said to me, the threats I got, you can't even imagine. You have no idea what it's like to be forced into a role and have no way of getting out. I only came out to her because I felt safe. Instead, she put me in an unsafe situation and put all my business on the table with added lies. Yeah, can we mention that? She literally was lying.
Yeah,
saying that she liked her.
Can I add to that?
Hold on, we have one more sentence. Okay. One more sentence. Okay. I'm so sorry. Okay. Also, I came to her saying I was in love with another woman. What I told her that I was into her? Nothing. She just made that up. Okay, go ahead.
What she said about women assuming that because you're a lesbian, you like all women or them is a huge thing I've had to deal with. I've had women come up to me literally randomly and be like, I would date you if I wasn't straight. And I was like, I wouldn't want to date you. Yeah, who are you? I don't like you. Why? Like that? Isn't that weird to say? Isn't that such a strange thing? And I've been told that like 2 or 3 times, and it's like, who said I liked you? Like just because we're lesbian are attracted to women doesn't mean, just like guys, I'm sure.
I mean, or just like the
to...
straight women.
Yeah.
If a guy came up to you and said that, like, okay, okay, like, I don't understand. It just don't make no sense, and it's very ignorant. And that was a very ignorant comment that the commenter made, honestly. And I think OP was very concise with what she had to say. And yeah, stand on business.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, do you have your good news?
I have my good news.
All right. We will move to our last segment of the episode.
Let's do it. Okay, y'all. So some good news that I want to talk about is related to actually what's going on in the math world. All right, so back in 2022, I don't know if any of y'all have heard about this, but 2 black young ladies made history. Again, they're only in high school. Their names were Nakia Jackson and Calcia Johnson. I'm so sorry if I messed up their name. From St. Mary's Academy in New Orleans, okay? Now, what these young ladies did was they found a new proof for the Pythagorean theorem using trigonometry, okay? A method that many experts believed was impossible. All right, this theorem,
crazy.
yeah. So this theorem, which shows the relationship between the sides of a right triangle, is one of the most widely used in math. All right, y'all. So not only did they prove it once, so they proved this back in 2022. Scholars looked over their work, and they did in fact find a proof for it. Okay, but recently, just this December in 2024, they found 9 more. They found 9 more proofs. Yes, and they are publishing their work in a respected math journal. Okay, and y'all, this is a huge deal. All right, because mathematicians have been studying the Pythagorean theorem for over 2,000 years.
That's so
2,000 years. And no one thought the trigonometric proofs of it could exist.
Yeah.
2,000 years, y'all, mathematicians said
they just
the
made
proof
like
never
history,
existed.
like history.
They just found
like they're gonna
10
get history books.
young ladies.
They better not scrub them from the history
They better not.
books.
These young ladies, more people should be talking about this. I don't know if maybe more people are. Again, this happened back in 2022 when they found the first one, but just in December, they made a report that they found 9 more. So 10 in total. Just them. 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Let's give it up.
That's incredible.
Go with them.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Queens.
It's huge.
Yes.
2,000 years, y'all. They've been studying. They've been looking.
Yeah. That's crazy.
All right, y'all. So we're at the end of our podcast. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you to everyone who is commenting and sharing love and sharing our episode. We truly appreciate you.
Yes.
Truly, like for real, and hopefully we can continue to stay consistent for you guys and put out some quality content. I know I'm not a huge I'm not the best in front of the camera. My baby's a little more, I feel like.
No.
Okay.
She's great. Everybody tell her in the comments that she's great.
No, please don't. But
spam the comments with Ken is great.
No. So
Thank you.
we appreciate y'all though for staying tuned, and hopefully we can bring more quality content for you all and just get better and better and grow and create a community.
Yeah.
But so like I said before in a past episode, I'm gonna end these episodes off with some affirmations. So you can either say them along with us, all right, or you can click off the video, or you can just listen, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one we have: my goal and desires are worthwhile. My goals and desires are worthwhile. My goals and desires are worthwhile. The second one we have is: I deserve success, happiness, and respect. I deserve success, happiness, and respect. I deserve success, happiness, and respect. And the last one we have is: I release self-doubt and welcome self-assurance into my life. I release self-doubt and welcome self-assurance into my life. Baby, read it.
I release self-doubt and welcome self-assurance in my life. Thank you guys for watching this week's episode. We love you, and we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.